ambassador. You too can help
Just
marine
chilling.
protect marine species as well by supporting the establishment of marine protected areas like Stella and Big off the coast of Massachusetts. These areas are very similar to national parks, and they are able to create and establish vital breeding areas for our fish and to be able to help animals just like sea lions. Now, a common question we get is, what is a sea lion? Now, the way that you can tell that an animal is a sea lion is by identifying their external ear flaps on each side of their head, their large front flippers, and the ability to be able to rotate their hind flippers up underneath them to be able to walk on all fours. Now, another common question that we get is, how do we build a fun and positive relationship with our sea lions? The key is to be able to get to know them as an individual, and this comes in handy to make sure that we know what they enjoy. From there, we are able to use this bond to help with our successful training, enrichment, and healthcare programs. But what is training? Training, simply put, is teaching. So we are teaching our animals every day, and just like humans, we also are learning every single day. So throughout this presentation, we are teaching you about marine protected areas and encouraging you to learn more about them on their own. But just in that same way, sea lions are also always learning as well. Now, the most important reason that we train our animals is in order to take care of them and allow them to participate in their own health care. It's super important to make sure that they are nice and healthy, so we can ask them to open their mouth to be able to take a peek inside, make sure everything is in good shape, and make sure that we can even go in and allow us to brush their teeth every single day. We can even ask them to lay down on the deck in front of us, and while this seems like a very easy behavior, it's actually super important because it allows us to be able to be in that same setup for a nice voluntary ultrasound or an X-ray machine as well. Good tipper. Now, we also are able to inspect their flippers to make sure that they all look good, no bugs or scrapes, and it allows us to be able to even get a voluntary blood sample from a vein in their hind flippers, just between their digits here. Good tipper. Now, how are we able to train all of these amazing things? Well, just like we learn to read, before we do that, we learn our alphabet and words. And then also in math, we'll learn our numbers before we learn addition or subtraction or multiplication. So we need to break it down into small steps called approximations. So the first step for our sea lions is having them touch their nose to our hand. So this is that step one. From there, we are then able to have them move that target or follow that target. And then we're able to shape it into a specific behavior. So if I wanted to show just how flexible Tipper is, good, I can just have her follow that target. If I wanted Tipper to jump up, good, Tipper, she can follow that target. If I wanted her to climb up a wall and be able to play a little game of peekaboo, good, Tipper. I can be able to have her follow that target. But then what we can do is we fade that target out and we put a hand signal on. So for showing just how flexible she is, rather than going like this, I might add a beautiful hand signal just like that.